Hello, happy to see you back on QRT News. I am Huyen Ngan and let's see what we have today for the headlines. PAPI of Quang Nam increased remarkably. Opportunity for workers in Quang Nam to work in Japan. Reckoning on the forest, Taeyang develops sustainable ecotourism. On April the 4th, the United Nations Development Programme UNDP, in collaboration with the Center for Community Support and Development and the Center for Scientific Research and Training, announced the Provincial Public Administration Performance Index PAPI in 2017. The PAPI of Quang Nam in 2017 reached 37.08, up 1.08 compared to 2016. Of the six indices, Quang Nam achieved the highest score in public administrative procedures with 6.98 points, the lowest in the accountability to the people with 4.98 points. PAPI is a tool that reflects the voice of the public on the level of governance, state management, policy enforcement, and public service delivery by governments at all levels. The PAPI has six content indicators: the participation of people at the fundamental level, transparency, accountability to the people, control of corruption in the public sector, public administrative procedures, and public service delivery. According to the UNDP, indicator of transparency have risen, especially indicator on corruption control have been well improved. Quang Nam Employment Service Center said that about 500 Vietnamese workers will have the chance to work in Japan this year without paying any brokerage fees. They only need to pay for visa, medical examination, and Japanese studying. This is also an opportunity for Quang Nam laborer to access this quality market. Workers who wish to work in Japan in the field of construction and manufacturing can register directly through the Overseas Labor Center of Ministry of Labor, Invalids and Social Affairs. Candidates are male aged from 20 to 30 with good health. In addition, the laborers participating in the program will be trained and undergo a technical internship in Japan for 3 years, earning a contractual salary ranging from 25 to 30 million dong per month. Workers employed in this period will have the chance to work longer under the new labor law of Japan. Currently, Japan is still the #1 market for workers in Quang Nam. According to statistics, last year the province has 794 laborers working abroad under temporary contracts, of which the Japanese market has up to 643 employees, accounting for over 80%. On April the 4th evening, Điện Quan Commune, Điện Ban District solemnly held the 11th Quang Festival or Pure Brightness Festival for this year of 2018. Currently, Điện Quang has 97 family clans living in 10 villages with 11 hamlets. Every year they held the Spring Pure Brightness Day together with the grave tending activities such as dome sweeping or gratitude showing to the ancestors. That's why it is also called the Ancestors Festival. This is a chance for children to reunite and maintain the solidarity among the clans to preserve their good cultural identities and order. The festival also helps people to support each other in the task of building new rural residential model. The representatives of 10 villages worshipfully offered incense and paid tribute to the ancestors who had opened up the land and the predecessors who were in the generation of heroes with great merit to the country and the homeland. The situation of deforestation in the province is very complicated, causing significant concern of people and the government. However, there is a region that has been doing very well in forest protection. It's Taeyang district, where more than 95% of Go-To people are living in. Here, the authorities and people are relying on the forest to develop sustainable ecotourism. The border district of Taeyang knows how to link the responsibility, obligations, and rights of the people in forest protection connection with tourism and vice versa, make tourism as a motive in protecting the forest, building a good life for Cơ Tu inhabitants. Asaw Tunnel, the Quế Rest Stop, and Pamu Heritage Forest tour of Daeyan district is now known to many tourists in and outside the province. The majority of tourists coming to Daeyan is young people who often choose to stay overnight in Pamu Forest. They'd love to enjoy the fresh air of more than 2,000 trees aged thousands of years and immerse themselves into the pure nature of Zillion Mountain. It's amazing observing the ancient Pamu tree in the shape of 5 tigers. The feeling that nature brings to me is hard to be expressed, but it's very special. Staying overnight in the forest is really relaxing, and I feel that I'm dissolving into the nature, like I'm escaping from the hustle and bustle of the city. In order to have beautiful natural forested areas such as Doquin Forest on Arum Hilltop, Pamu Heritage Forest on Zillion Mountain, or Ironwood Timberland, the Daeyan district has been very determined in preserving the forest. The district authority has allocated the woods to the village community, to each family and individual for controlling, managing and protecting through both incentive mechanisms from the government and the traditional customs of the village. This has brought Daeyan's ecotourism to many visitors. The district's viewpoint is as long as the forest is preserved, Daeyan will develop. Later on, the direction of the district is to lean on the forest for sustainable ecotourism, creating the livelihood for the inhabitants under the jungle's canopy. The forest will be an ideal place for cultural nourishment and promoting the image of Daeyan people to all domestic and international friends. We fully support this approach of Daeyan district and suggest that Daeyan continue to offer more creative ways to protect the forest in association with economic development for the people, trying to decrease the poverty rate of the district to the lowest level. Besides, they should maintain and promote other cultural and natural values in Daeyan so that all can be combined into a tourist spot to attract not only domestic but foreign tourists. This will promote the unique image of a highland district of Quang Nam province while educating the awareness of forest environment protection. Maintaining the forest for sustainable ecotourism, for educating the community tradition, nourishing the younger generation, and taking advantage of ecotourism to make good life for Cơ Tu people is what the party, the government, the army, and the people in the Daeyan border region have been persistently doing. That's the reason for the fertile green and long-lasting jungles of Daeyan. This week, the People's Committee of Nui Than District held a meeting on the progress report of the proposal to recognize Nui Than as a Class 4 urban area. Representative of the Central Urban Planning and Rural Development Sub-Institute, the consultant, presented the proposal to accredit Nui Than Expanded Township, Nui Than Urban Area up to Grade 4 urban standards. Accordingly, Nui Than has a natural area of nearly 55,600 hectares, including 17 administrative units, 9 inner wards, and 8 suburban communes. The population in 2016 is over 160,200 people. The meeting considered the scoring board with qualified and not qualified criteria for the Grade 4 urban standards and received a lot of participant comments. Based on those opinions, the consultants Sub-Institute of Central Urban Planning and Rural Development and professional agencies of Nui Than District will continue the procedure of finalizing the proposal for recognition of Nui Than Expanded Township to be the Grade 4 urban area in 2019. It's the end of today's news. You can rewatch the bulletin on the website qrt.vn. Thank you for your attention and goodbye for now.